Okay, I hope this is where we stopped. Serverless. I'm going for changing my hardware configuration. So this is how you can change your machine configuration. So depending upon the workload, you can go ahead and select the configuration. So in coming down, so there you'll be seeing the max and min vcore. So since I'm selecting the serverless, it is giving an auto scale feature along with that. So based on the workload, it will scale up and down. Basically, they are going to charge for how many vcores I'm going to use it, right? So when heavy workload is happening, they will increase till the max vcore. In case, suppose if I'm giving a 10, so they will increase till 10. They can't go beyond 10. And if suppose if none of the workload is running in my server, then they will come to point 0.5 eco. So this is how they will auto scale and auto scale and scale up and down. And coming down here, storage size. One second, let me storage size. So this is what the you can give a maximum data storage, okay, needed for your server database server. As of depending upon the GB you're selecting, is you will be charging according to that. So as of now, for practicing purpose, I'll be selecting 12. If you want more GB, then you can go ahead and provide your configuration, so that according to that they will charge you. See, they will charge you for 5494.74 for 468 GB. For 12 for 16 GB, they will charge 187.85. Yes, this is how they will charge you. And replic zone redundant is nothing but a copy of, they will take a copy of your database into another zone whenever your disaster is happening. So at the time you are for a business continuity, they will provide a data from another zone. This is how data zone, the redundancy works. So there are three types of redundancy you can pick according to your business scenario. So basically, LRS will charge you less. ZRS will charge you little higher than LRS and lower than GRS. The GRS is the highest level of redundancy. So where your data will be split, taken a copy and stored, across the geo. So basically, more than one region they will store your data, so that if one primary region got shut down entirely, so your business will continue by switching into the secondary region. So this is how in a broad high level of high environment will be configured. So next, coming to our networking setting. So as of now, yes, this is also a very important thing. Whether I need to add my client IP address or not. So if you don't do this here, you can do it later also. But while connecting to this SQL server, okay, from your local machine, you will not be able to connect it if you're not doing if you're not clicking yes. If you, as of now it is no. Okay, I will show you this one after server got created, how it will really impact. And coming down here, TLS policy and security. As of now, I'm not adhering to any security topics. I'll be talking about this little later. Coming down, okay, additional setting. So sample. So you can create a sample tables. Can create a sample tables while creating a database. Some few tables get automatically created whenever this deployment is over. So if you don't want tables to be created, then you can go for a none. I'll go for a sample. And backup also available. If you have any backup in your no storage, then you can use to restore it. As of now, I'll go for a sample. So this will restore the Adventure Works LT databases. Not a database. All tables related to this Adventure LT databases will be created. Next, tag is very important. As I said, in PDF, we can give SQL databases. Okay. Next, this is how a database will be created. So storage cost is 187.85 INR per month, and compute cost is this much Vico per second. So if everything is okay, you can go ahead and create it. I already created this database, so I'm not going to create the another one. I'll show you. AC Cloud Trip. This is my server, SQL server, and inside that SQL server, I have all my database. It's my database. Yes, database. I'm not created any SQL Elastic pool. I created only the SQL database. So here, if you see, there are two database got created. Okay, one is so this is how like as you this is the default database get created while deploying it. This is I have created this one. Okay, easy cloud trip. So at any time you can go to the database and you can change your compute plus storage. Okay, at any time you can change the service driver of your database, compute tier, anything you can change, hardware configuration, anything you can change at any time. So depending upon the charges will happen. So now what I'll do, I will show you how to connect to the database. As of now, I connected it. I'll reconnect for you. So the connection string, you can go to overview. In a overview or every metadata of this database or a server will be there. So this is the server name. You can copy this one, and there are also other metadata also available here. So what is the pricing tier for this database, and you can also use a connection string to connect your database. If you are writing any programming languages, you can connect your database by using this connection string. So go to overview and copying it. Okay, and as of now status is passed. See, I'm not using it, so that's why it is passed. So what I'll do, I'm pasting this is a server, admin 1234, putting my password and connecting it. Yes, it is not connected. Now I'm going back, refreshing it. As of now, like let it be passed. Okay, because we connected to the server. Okay, but not connected to the but we didn't do anything to the database, right? This is a database, easy cloud trip. What I'll do, I'll query this. I'll write a query and I'll run it. See, it became online. When I'm opening a query, okay, by having this database, a new query window, it became online. So this is how it will work. So autopass will work like this. Whenever nothing is happening for 1 hour, it will autopass the thing because it saves some money for us. So this is where the important, system functions. So where you can identify, whether it is a contained, a non-contained, and a partially contained databases. So if you see here, by identifying the feature type name, you can identify it's a database entity, which means it is a contained one. Okay, and going back to that one, I thought of sharing this is secure, sorry, firewall thing. So so for a first first while you're connecting to the first, you will get some error, okay, that you are not allowed to connect uh, from the public endpoint. So what you need to do, you need to come here, you need to public access, you need to disable first. By default it will be disabled. Okay, you need to select network, and then you come down here and add your client IP here. This will work for you for a first time or a on time. So whenever you are logging in tomorrow, again you will get asked you to again Microsoft will ask you to authenticate again. So to avoid that one, what you will do, you can go ahead and add your own firewall rule. Like you can do like this. You can put can allow every IP address. So if you add here, so next time onwards it won't ask you to authenticate. Okay, it will basically this server is on public cloud. That is, that's the meaning. So exception. So exception is in the sense like so as of now, if suppose SQL Server wants to communicate with the ADF, or ADF wants to communicate with SQL Server, or SQL Server wants to communicate with any of the services, we need to check this one. Until we check this one, it won't allow any connection from other services. So we need to check this one, of course. And go to activity log. So you can go to the activity log and see like what are all the actions performed on this SQL databases. See, there is an update database happened, and you can come down here and you can see the all the you who are all the user performed the actions correspondingly. So basically, this is very 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 helpful. Suppose any misconfiguration happened in your SQL database or SQL server, this activity log will help you to know debug such cases. And other than that, I'll explain you. So basically, we have seen in this module, we have seen in this class what is a contained and non-contained and partially contained database, right? So suppose this is what we have created. Okay, as a single database. So this is a contained database. So whatever items or whatever objects created inside this database, if it is relies or if it is not depends upon the outside, then this database is considered as a single database. Of course, it's a single database, and this is a database I have created for my own purpose. This is not a contained database. So if any of the procedure, I didn't specifically mentioned. Because for this database, if you see, the contained type is equal to none. Okay, I didn't set any contained. Sorry, this does not belongs to any contained database. Okay, suppose when you start writing, procedure or any views or any functions which will be using which will be using some functionality that crosses the border of a database. Okay, that is a database boundary that we have seen, right? If it crosses the database boundary, then it will become the uncontained or partially contained. If database boundary, if it is not crossing the database boundary, then it is considered as a contained. If it is crosses the output, sorry, if it is crosses the database boundary, then it will become a uncontained or partially contained. So this is a instance. Okay, this is a overall instance. This is a database. Okay, so this is how we need to create a single database. In tomorrow class or a tomorrow session, we will see so how we need to create a manager instance, what are the types, and we didn't create an elastic pool also, right? So we will do that. We will create an elastic pool. So far we have seen single database, Pico DDUs, and Elastic Pool. We didn't see. I'll come to this Elastic Pool, and database server we have created it. So there is no much difference between the Elastic Pool and a single database. So basically, you need to add your database to the Elastic Pool. Okay, you can create a number of database, but you need to add your database into the elastic pool, so it will become a shared one, shared resources. All the databases sitting inside the elastic pool will share the resource, will share the compute power. So that's the meaning. So it is very easy. So we can see in the next session. So basically for elastic pool also, we there is a two purchasing model, Pico and EDTU. For a single database called DTU, for elastic pool we will call it EDTUs. Okay, so upcoming classes, what we are going to see, we are going to see elastic pool creation and SQL manager. We are going to start with SQL manager instance, and we will talk about SQL virtual machines, and installing the SQL server on the virtual machine. Okay, I hope this session helps you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. We will meet in next session. Thanks. Bye.